So with the economic injury disaster loan program, the forgiveness is kind of really not there. So the first 10,000 is a grant, so that's forgivable. So as long as you use that money for paid leave, for maintaining payroll, maintaining your supply chain, interest on mortgage for the business, and so on and so forth, that is forgivable. And if you looked at our last video, or one of the videos that we have, we indicate that, hey, we're seeing that with this economic injury disaster loan program, especially for sole proprietors or single member LLCs, they're giving $1,000 per employee. So if you are a sole proprietor, they're going to give you $1,000. So if you pay that for yourself, that is portion is forgiven. If they give you more than that, they give you more than the $10,000, anything above that $10,000 is not subject for forgiveness. So that's very important. So there's nothing that can reduce the forgiveness for the economic injury disaster loan program because none of the loan amount is forgivable. Remember, the first $10,000 is a grant. Anything above that $10,000 becomes a loan. If you don't take that loan and refinance it into the Paycheck Protection Program, it is a loan. And check out our other videos because we basically talk about that in the videos of what's the interest rate, who's your lender, and who qualifies. It gives you that a little bit more detail about that refinancing option. But with the economic injury disaster loan program, anything above that $10,000 is not forgiven. Have to know that. So with the Paycheck Protection Program forgiveness, 100% of the loan is eligible for forgiveness if in the first 8 weeks after you get the loan, you do the following. 75% is used for payroll. And payroll is not what you think it is. Payroll is wages to your employees that are under the $100,000 annual salary. It is payment for the employer benefits if you want to put money into the 401k of your employees, payment for the health insurance, the employer portion, to keep their insurance alive, and payment to state for state disability, state unemployment, state FLI insurance. Then the other 25% is going to be on interest on mortgage payments incurred prior to February 15, 2020. Rent or lease payments incurred prior to February 15, 2020. You want to pay that back rent first before you move forward. So that portion of it becomes forgiven. And we have other videos that goes into what the loan amount is and how long is the loan. So if you're not paying the money towards that, really take a look at those videos. So what reduces forgiveness is failure to maintain the average number of full-time employees in the time period. Now, when you do your PPP, they're going to look at what were your full-time average employees from February 15, 2019 to June 30th, 2019, or they look at your full-time employees from January 1st, 2020 to February 29th, 2020. If you say you had 6 full-time employees and at the end of the 8 weeks you're paying 3 full-time employees, that reduces your forgiveness. And I think that's very important because you have to know that. The time frame is selected by you, so you can either say, hey, I want the February 15th to the June 30th, or I want the January 1st to the February 29th, 2019. The forgiven amounts will not be treated as cancellation of debt. So what that means is sometimes when a loan is forgiven, you get a tax form called a 1099-C, and it becomes taxable income. And this will not become taxable income on your 2020 tax return for that forgiveness. And I think that's a really good point to really point out. So what are the no's? The no's is, hey, in that first 8 weeks, a lot of things have to happen. You have to pay payroll. in those first 8 weeks. If you don't use it for payroll, just know this is not going to be forgiven. This is going to be a loan. Interest will accrue from the first day you receive it until the time you have to pay it. So when you're brainstorming, try to see how you can pay your employees. I know there's a kind of a weird space, because if you're, let's say you're in the hospitality business and you get the PPP now, and you can't open your doors, and that first 8 weeks elapses, what do? You may just have to pay the employees, and if you don't, think about what you're going to use that money for. So the tax code tips and tricks is basically trying to get as much as the money into the forgiveness portion of it that you can. Remember, the economic disaster loan, if you receive more than the 10,000, it is not going to be forgiven. So the first tax code tip is refinance anything above the 10,000 from that economic injury disaster loan program into the PPP if you have not done the PPP already and you already receive your economic injury disaster loan program. The second tip is, hey, in those first 8 weeks, get ready. How are you going to smuggle as much money as possible, either into payroll, interest on a loan, rent, and utilities, because you do not want to pay this money back if you don't have to, right? If in these 8 minutes we have given you some form of information that you did not know, you did not understand, please smash the like button. Please share this. It helps the YouTube algorithm and get this information out. Once again, we created this series to help our clients, but not only that, but to help everyone else out there. So please like and share as much as you can. And thank you for listening. And please listen to the other videos that we have. This is a 6-part series. I don't know which part you've already heard, but listen to all of them, because when you put them all together, it's a great information tool. Thank you and have a great day.